nailed it in one. Welcome back to River City Runs Red, our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle here on Restless Barbarian Gaming. I am Aloysius, the storyteller for this chronicle, and I am here with my lovely players. You would all like to reintroduce yourselves once again. I'm not going to pick on any of you in particular. You just go as you go.
I'll start. So I'm playing Delilah Cole. She's a Nosferatu. She's into a lot of things, gathering intelligence, figuring things out. She wears a mask a lot of the time, probably underneath a hoodie. That's about it.
I'm Bolthra. I am playing Ephraim, a Malkavian DJ. He is a humble, sweet, caring individual who is willing to share anything he has in an effort to make the world a better place.
Okay, I'll go next. I am Tiara. I am playing Yvain Mallory, lovable girl failure of clan ministry. And I'm just going to say I second that Ephraim is like the nicest person you've ever met. So,
Pretty much, yeah.
As for me, I'm Nanad. I'm playing Whisper, a Torado art thief who is the most forgettable person you never remember meeting.
He's very highly of himself, that's for certain. Last we left off our coterie, they had decided to split the party and cover various ground, going through various different avenues to try to gather information on this thin blood alchemy trafficking ring, drug den, whatever you want to call it, and specifically who may have been helping out the alchemist Alyssa in upping her game. And Ephraim ended up going to the Tremere Chantry with Rick and was assisted by a Tremere who goes by Pierce. And they sort of cut a deal. I'll scratch your back, you'll scratch mine kind of situation. Delilah ended up going to a Nosferatu outpost where she was also met with a similar deal, though her deal was much more vague and a lot more don't ask any questions and I'll just tell you what to do when I need you to do it. And Whisper had arguably the most normal interaction because he just went to go see a Toreador at a hair salon.
Okay.
And we sort of wrapped up the night with everyone convening and going over what they had found, where Ephraim had ended up running into, seemingly, the thin blood in question, who goes by the name of Marcus, at the Diablo Club, and decided to not pursue him too much without everyone else's assistance.
Yeah, he needs he wants to talk to the coterie first, and gather a plan.
Yeah.
So
We will be picking up a few nights after this occurrence, and so I'm curious, what would all of you have done in the interim before meeting up again?
do we need rouse checks yet, or
you will need rouse checks, yes.
Okay.
But I'll only make you do the one. I'm not going to do it for like the downtime area.
Okay. That's fine. I'll just do mine now. Just get it over with. So succeed. Okay.
Sorry, what were we doing? My computer fritzed out a little bit.
Making a rouse check.
Okay. Here we go. There
Success.
we are.
Okay.
All right, good.
Okay.
Well, Ephraim has probably spent the last couple nights looking to see if Marcus comes back each night. And if he doesn't see him, having somebody at the club check like the security cameras to see if Marcus has been coming back every night or if he hasn't showed up since.
All right. As far as you can tell, and sort of like your assistants and security, they have not seen him in or around the premises since that night that you had your chance encounter with him.
Okay. Someday my prince will come.
Yep.
That's really what he's kind of been up to. And
Okay.
when he that's about it. So.
Okay. So Delilah's been going through all the pages of printed out text that she got from the other Nosferatu, whose name she doesn't know. And
Nope, they did not disclose that information to you.
Not at all, yeah. So she's making a second copy just in case something happens to this one, and she's like typing it out on a computer. That's what she's been doing, really.
Just been taking the time to print them, to retype them all out for your own personal use.
Knowledge, yeah. Yep.
Gotta store them in the cloud in case anything happens to them.
Well, yeah, of course. Backups over backups, you know. That's what she's been doing for a while.
All right. Whisper, what you been up to?
I probably would have gone actually physically to case the place that Alice works at. Just from the street, see what they can see, what security they have. Maybe set up a ring camera if there's a good place nearby that I can monitor comings and goings. That kind of thing.
All right.
I never need to roll for any of that.
I will say not right now. Perhaps when you try to activate said ring camera later on, we can see how effectively you set it up. But I think we are okay at the moment.
Yeah, so just kind of Is there any noticeable security on the place, or?
It looks like it seems to have a fairly standard security system as far as you can tell. Nothing too fancy or extravagant. It doesn't appear like they have like a Ring doorbell or anything, but there are sort of like a couple security cameras up and down the street that people could potentially gain access to if they are so inclined to that.
Okay. How hard would that be? I actually I've got technology specialized in the security systems. So is there anything I think I would be able to easily get access to? Like something that I know has an exploit that's easily accessible.
Sure. If you want to make me an intelligence plus technology to do that, and then if you have a specialty in that, then you're able to add an extra die.
So that gives me a total of 7 dice, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right. Yeah. The firewalls of the security database are not super heavily obstructive, and they're it's pretty child's play for someone of your caliber to get into there. And so you have access to the cameras that line the streets.
Okay, good. So, yeah. So, I'll let the rest of the coterie know at some point. I assume we meet up at some point.
Yeah, you'll be meeting up a couple days after the previous session's events. And is there anything else you wanted to do, or was that about it?
Well, that's about it, because then I can periodically monitor the comings and goings.
All right, sounds good. Yvain, you were called away last last session on seemingly urgent business by someone who I did not clarify who that was. So I will leave that up to you, who called you away and for what.
Okay. I will say, do we know like what day of the week that that this night happened? Like, was it the middle of the week or was it more like the weekend?
That is a good question. I'll say it was the middle of the week.
The middle of the week? Okay, that's perfect. So, streaming is not the only thing that Vane does to acquire funds for herself. She also does cobble masks for other kindred who can afford her prices. And so, most likely, I imagine that there was maybe a message from a kindred she was supposed to be making a mask for. Maybe like it was an emergency that the timeline for this mask to be completed had to be moved up for some reason or other.
All right, sounds good. And so, would you have spent that sort of like extra few days just working on that like crunch time,
expediting it? Yes.
trying to get it done as quickly as possible?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. All right. Well, we will cut to a few nights after the previous session's events, and yep, bat symbol. Doodle-doodle-doo. Anyway, so where y'all meeting up?
Oh, we'll probably get stuck at the Denny's again, I'm sure.
Why do you keep eating at Denny's? Let us eat.
Yeah, none of us eat, and there's too many prying ears there.
I mean, yeah, I know. I'm just.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. My club is too loud. I won't be able to hear anything.
We just meet at the park. Eat a pigeon.
Not a bad idea.
Do that, sure.
Yeah, we don't get cold, so although we wear a coat just to,
just to blend in,
keep up appearances.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
By the statue of so and so.
Yeah. Well, in that case, Delilah's going to be wearing like an old army jacket from like a thrift store just to be annoying.
They're warm.
I mean, they are.
I would say Ephraim shows up. Just probably like a long leather coat or something. Like almost like a trench coat, but made out of leather. And it probably looks gaudy, but he doesn't care. And no sunglasses though, because sunglasses at night, he's gonna look like Blade or something like that.
Well, why do you even own sunglasses?
To be cool.
Exactly.
You never have a chance to wear them any other time.
If he's got to have the mentality down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's getting a feeling kind of like how Delilah usually appears. So he'll when he sees sees them, he'll probably just stop and sit on a bench and wait.
Okay, I'll sit next to him. I'm sure the rest will show up soon.
Yeah, I'll pitch up. Dressed in kind of like just a plain jacket and jeans. I have room. I've got the laptop with me. A bag with laptop.
And then Yvain probably follows up not too long after, very like walking 3 steps, kind of glancing over her shoulder, like she's being followed. She's not being followed, probably, but like, she's just like, "Oh, hi. Oh, I'm so sorry about the other evening. Something important came up.
Oh,
So I apologize.
okay. Sure. No need to, but whatever you do is what you do.
So anyway, over the last couple of days, I've kind of have noticed any of the cameras. How many people are in the house coming in and out?
Consistently, it looks to be about 3 or 4 people coming and going. There are like the odd ones here and there that are sort of like one-time visitors or so. But
For a minute, and are there any who came in and never came out? Since this is
Just roll a random
Uh,
die.
Just roll a number.
Roll a d4.
Whatever.
roll, make me a what was that good? An intelligence awareness check.
intelligence. Keep forgetting to put in the blood dice. Just one success.
There's one success.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure everyone who shows up one time leaves, but you're not
never
entirely certain.
Yes. Okay.
You're fairly confident everyone leaves, though.
Okay, so I've been monitoring that place that Alice stays at. There's been about 3 or 4 people that stay there consistently. They have visitors occasionally, so I assume all the people come and go there at night, or are there any people during the day?
Yeah, there are a decent chunk of people who come during the day. Usually, sort of like early to mid-afternoon, if they're coming during the day.
Okay. Any people who look like they stay there who come in during the day?
You do see sort of like 2 of the familiar faces of the like 3 or 4 people do come and go during the day.
So there's at least 2 people who come in during the day, so they're either mortals or thin bloods or ghouls. Obviously, they're not fully kindred. I think we would notice the flaming and the smoking and so on.
I have a lead on who may be providing the components for the alchemy. A guy named Marcus, who I've seen in my club. The Tremere that I got this information from needs a sample of Marcus's blood. Just a drop will do. And he looks over at Yvain. You can be very persuasive, just like I can. And I'd like your help.
You're muted.
I suppose that's true. Sure. I mean, after all, I wasn't here to help the other day. If that's helpful, yes.
I'm trying to keep tabs on him. He hasn't returned to the club, so I don't know if he's caught on to anything.
He would check outdoor cameras in your club when he was there to see which car he's in.
No one has seen him come in. So I'll continue to wait, but I do want to get this obligation I have to the Tremere off my plate as soon as possible.
To get into the club that you work at, is there anything that did anybody try and cross-reference if he bought drinks or anything like that to find his first and last name?
Storyteller, I'm assuming he probably paid cash.
He did indeed pay cash, as far as you can recall.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I tried.
It was a thought.
Yeah.
I was my normal charming self, so I assume he'll come back.
All right.
I suppose we'll see.
I didn't see him on the camera. Things I assume. Well, I've never seen him before, but
Yeah, he'll give the description of him.
yeah.
We'll just and actually, now that you have that description, now you can kind of cross-reference that with who's been coming and going at the place. So because this is player knowledge, but I don't know if the character knows that Thin Bloods can go out during the day, or is it, what's the deal with them?
Some of them can, yes.
Okay.
Technically, they all can, but only some of them can do it and, be more or less fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, technically, we can all go out during the day. But...
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you like.
Some of you will just burn faster than others.
Right.
It's a one-way trip. So okay.
It's just like all mushrooms are edible. Some of them only once.
Because I wasn't sure. I don't think the character knew. So, but now he may have some knowledge from Whisper. So okay. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm also acting. I don't know. Is it in the common knowledge that Thin Bloods can go out during the day or not?
There's a lot that people don't know. There's a lot of misinformation about Thin Bloods among Kindred Society, but in the knowledge, or at least the rumor that they can walk in the sun, is pretty common knowledge across Kindred Society.
Okay. Because I'm thinking about using experience to buy a dot of a cult. So
that reminds me. I haven't spent any of my experience.
That's all he has. So.
Next step then.
So the Marcus person you mentioned showed up in a pile of papers I got from another Nosferatu, and in exchange for something they want done later. I don't know what it is, but I'll do it. Shouldn't be hard. It's kind of how we do our trade, So Marcus was all over that for some reason.
Anything you might have come across a last name?
Player doesn't remember.
In the file, they just referred to him as Marcus. It was no last name given.
All right, so there was no last name added into this. I could hear the other Nosferatu type. It sounded like a dot matrix printer, honestly, but I mean, if it works, it works. So anyway, he was in there. I don't know exactly why or where they got the information. A lot of us don't share. So
can you inquire about Marcus with your contact?
I probably can, considering I've already agreed to do something for her that she doesn't want done by herself or at all. So I mean, I think she wants to send me to do something. I don't know what it is.
Well, you'll just have to do whatever they want.
Of course.
So if you can find out more about this Marcus, you really should.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Yes, they have much about this Marcus. Fortunately, not a rather common name, so.
Yes, you, Whisper, you do recall Saris, who is the Toreador that you went to go see the other night. She did mention that Marcus does sometimes frequent these underground parties that she also sometimes attends.
Okay, I think I mentioned that to them last time, but I'm reminded of that. Fortunately, I haven't had any much to an underground party recently. Have I?
Saris has not really kept you in the loop too much in that department. And do you have any contacts that would be able to get you a slick invite to a cool underground party with the cool kids?
Not really. My only contact is equip
Do you
like
tell us
equipment
that this-
supply for underground. So yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I could possibly ask someone.
That's what I was hoping. I didn't know if Yvain had contacts or not. So
Yeah, she will page her sire. Storyteller, I feel like
Okay.
her sire would be probably
Yeah,
pretty good for that.
He certainly knows people. He certainly knows some people.
So I guess she'll just kind of like turn a little to the side and page for some semblance of privacy. But she'll page him and ask if there are any underground parties of note happening soon. And if so, can he help her get like a couple of invites or something?
A couple minutes go by after you page him, and eventually he gets back to you and responds, "What class of party are we referring to in this instance?"
She will reiterate this question to Whisper. They're like a
I just told underground. So I would say kind of. My impression is kind of more a party which is obviously organized and kind of pre-planned. So I don't think it'll be fully underground, but something a bit more exclusive where people kind of want to feel like they're part of the.
okay. So she will say, something. Yeah, she'll just say something exclusive.
He'll respond. He'll respond after a moment that you feel like goes on a little too long, perhaps deliberately. Before responding, that certainly narrows it down. Would you care telling me what this is about?
She's just gonna say, I'm looking for Marcus. I mean, apparently Marcus is going to all these places without giving a last name. So apparently, like, that means something to people in this city. She's hoping that's like a no.
And and he just responds, "Is that someone I should know? Are they of any importance to me whatsoever?"
Storyteller, what would be the role to see if, like, to determine whether or not Marcus would be someone that her sire might want contact with? Because if he is, and she can convince her sire of that, it might help them locate him a bit faster.
So are you trying to...
Like a politics role?
Yeah. So okay. So I guess my question is, are you trying to figure out if Marcus is truly someone who is worth your sire's time, or are you trying to convince your sire that Marcus is worth his time?
She's trying to figure out if he is truly someone worth her sire's time.
Okay. In that case, I would probably say an intelligence politics check.
Oof. Okay. Hmm. See, I should have lied. I should have just lied. Can I change my answer? Can I change my answer? It's too late. That's fine if it's too late. Okay. I can just use a willpower.
Well, I'm gonna say, we're technically in a wibbly wobbly area because you're not talking to his face; you're texting him. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think
So-
that I'll just use a.
Okay.
Does the willpower just add another die?
It lets you re-roll 3 dice that are not hunger dice.
Cool. Okay.
Or up to 3 dice, I should say.
Thank goodness I can re-roll that. Well, can you re-roll critical failures? Because I rolled 2 1s and a 7.
Are the ones on your hunger dice?
No.
No. Okay,
The
then no,
sevens
you're
on my
okay.
hunger
You're okay.
Okay.
I would say if they're not on your hunger dice, then yes, you can re-roll those.
Oh, and those were successes. It was an 8 and a 9.
All right. So what is your total?
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. You would imagine that off the cuff, sort of just like telling him that he's a thin blood drug dealer, would probably not sell him on really caring about the problem. However, you feel if you brought up with sort of like the alchemical notes that Delilah shared with the group of some of the more immediately dangerous formulae that he seemingly knows, and that he is potentially a credible threat, then you have a feeling
Risk of the Masquerade.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that as well. You have a feeling you'd be able to sway Frey a bit more that way.
Okay. So then, in that case, she will take a moment to think, and then she will. Pagers, I don't even really know how they work. She will page him back. Considering, or no, she doesn't want to be too sassy. Okay, all right. So she's sorry. Okay, I thought my cat knocked something over. If by important, you would consider someone who may be a potential threat to the Masquerade important to know about, then yes, I believe so.
All right. A few moments go by, and he sends back, what does this quote-unquote Marcus look like, generally speaking?
She will give the description, and we know that Marcus is a thin blood ? Or are we guessing that he may be a thin blood?
You strongly believe him to be a thin blood.
Okay. And she was going to give his physical description, and say he is a thin blood who has been working on formulate better left unmade, I guess.
That's such a good way of
That-
describing them.
Yeah, that's good.
that poses a severe threat to the city.
All
Sit.
right. All right. A couple of minutes go by, and he sort of gets back to you saying, based off of what you have told me, yeah, it seems like he would potentially be interested in a rave going on in a certain warehouse later on tonight. That may be a good place to check out.
Okay, then Yvain is going to do a little jump and say, there's a rave happening in a warehouse tonight around this time that this Marcus may be at.
I'll bring my
Can
glow
you
sticks.
get-
What year is it?
Can you get us? Can you get us in? Send. Please send.
And he messages it back. It is not exactly in my circle of influence. However, I do know some people who can do that for you. Show up and you should be welcome.
Turn
You're
on
the
all.
best. Thanks. Send. I can feel the eye roll
Yeah.
from across the city.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely feel the intense eye roll. And he just says, he just responds back, as you say. And then 30 seconds after that, he responds, and you have a feeling, because it's so out of pocket that you feel like it has to be ironic in some fashion. But then he responds back saying, go party like it's 1999.
Smiley face. Can you do that with a pager?
I don't
It would be
think
sideways, I think.
Yeah, I have to do the colon.
Yeah.
She thinks about, can she do that, realizes probably not, so she just types smiley face.
Yes. You do not get a response to that.
I think they just gave up.
All right.
Sorry, that's just hilarious to me.
It is. It's pretty funny. All right. Well.
So that's tonight then?
Yeah. We'll say a couple hours from now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is there a
Ephraim wants to
dress code?
change. He doesn't want to look like Blade going into the nightclub.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, is there a dress code for this? I don't think I've ever been invited to one of these. Anybody know?
You can always use obfuscate.
I can imagine
Do that. Yeah.
what the dress code might be like.
I don't know. It's a rave, though. I don't think they're gonna all be like dressed up fancy, right? You know?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Some
okay.
may, because.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, what was the rule about cell phones?
You can.
I
The
definitely have a cell phone.
Yes, the prince said that she's not an idiot and that she fully expects Kindred to be using cell phones for one reason or another. However, using them to disclose information about Kindred society that could potentially pose a risk to the Masquerade will be dealt with extremely strict and severe punishment.
Okay. So then, she's just gonna use her phone to kind of look up some, like, rave outfits. Like, you could do something like this.
Oh my
Or you could do
gosh.
something like this. Or you could do something like this. This is also in now, I've heard.
Mm.
And then there's stuff like this. So, there's a little bit of freedom.
I'll just. What do you recommend?
Yeah, what did the young people
You
wear
do
now?
this.
That's the 25-year-old.
Yeah, what do young people wear? Says the youngest person in the group.
Right.
Well, there's got to be people younger than me, so yeah.
Not in this group.
Okay. All
You're
right.
the baby, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I think that for some reason, I don't know. I feel like with the amount of time that we have, it's just
Yeah.
You
have
in the direction of a Zara or something. I don't know.
Ephraim stands up. Just send me the address. I'll meet you there. He takes off. He needs to go change. So.
Doesn't want to look like Blade anymore, although that was
She
interesting.
she'll just show them the pictures again and say, just try and find something in this vein. It doesn't have to be right on the money. It's about trying.
It's about trying.
Okay. Yep. I will page everyone the directions. Bye.
Okay, great. Mhm.
On MapQuest.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Old school. Yes.
She's got the directions. Sorry. So, the address.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. So.
Like, no, I will give you exact directions, and you will not deviate from them even a little bit, or you will be lost.
Probably. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
you were saying.
Which person are you directing that to? Me?
You. Yes, because
Okay,
I
yeah,
interrupted you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So Delilah's got a mask she can wear and figures that'll do. You know? And I think she's wearing like an army jacket right now, so I mean she could just, you know, be weird with the rest of the kids, I guess.
Yeah, you feel like that could pass.
Yeah, I mean that would work. So she's just gonna walk over there and wait around for her friends to show up. She's got this ceramic mask on and the whole deal.
We're your friends? Yay.
That was such a cute.
Just look for the signs that say "rave here," rave.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Secret underground rave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell cops.
Right, yeah. She's mostly wearing the mask because she's in Nosferatu and she's not sure if that can fly without the mask, so yeah.
Yeah, Well, Whisperer tried to put something together which looks kind of ravey and probably failed miserably. He looks like somebody who his friends invited to a rave he's never been before. It's his first time.
Oh.
I think he's wearing studded bracelets and
Yeah.
Glow bracelets from like, you know, different places or something.
Like basically a glow stick wrapped around his arm.
Yeah, something like that. Alright. Off we go, I guess.
Alright, Ephraim, how do you look now that you're not dressed like Blade?
Although that was cool.
yeah. He probably shows up in probably like a leather jacket. He probably has like a Detroit Lions football jersey on or something. He's going to try to look thugged out, even though he's not a thug at all. And
Okay.
you know, baggy jeans and stuff like that. So, and he will put the sunglasses back on for this though.
Sure.
Yeah, because he's got a reputation now.
Exactly. Well, he's DJ Blackout.
So.
People know him. So
Famous. All right. So if I have the directions and I'm all set to go, I'm just gonna walk over there, wait for everybody else.
All right.
Follow the trail of kids passing out.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, rave's not even started, and everyone's already just passing out all over the place.
Well, you know, you don't know what drug they took, so.
Well, we don't, and we don't want to be there early. I mean, you know.
I'll just hide in the shadows for a while. No one will know.
I think that when Evane shows up, she does not look like herself, so I think that it's like, it feels like somebody random kind of just walks up to the group. Essentially, she is in like a full rave outfit. She's got like the fishnet tights on, some knee-high, high-heeled black boots. She's got like this matching bottom and like crop top set that's like black with little planets and stars on it. That's gonna totally kind of give off a faint glow when we go inside this rave. And she's just got like bold, colorful makeup on and like ice blue curly wig. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, girl, you clean up nice.
Are we ready to go in?
Yeah.
Completely different personality. The whiplash is gonna happen.
Yeah. So with all of that, Evane would definitely be the last person to show up. And so while the three of you were waiting for her, you see people. This is a relatively isolated warehouse. I mean, it's in like a field of a field. I don't know how else to fucking describe it. It's in like it's in like a
complex.
With like several other warehouses, but
conveniently empty. So.
But yes, conveniently empty and also relatively isolated. So very convenient for a rave.
Well, also late at night, most warehouses not exactly going to be.
There's always lots of them for role-playing games. There's always convenient
warehouses everywhere. There's always a warehouse whenever you need one. But you see people sort of like just slowly trickling in, and there's not really any music or anything going on that you can hear, but there are people sort of like wandering about and seemingly just like socializing at the moment by the time that Evane joins the three of you.
Is there anybody who looks like a bouncer or like a doorman or anything like that? I mean, are they charging for this or like?
On the outside here, it doesn't really appear to be to have like a bouncer or anything that sort of like matches that description.
Okay. All right. He's gonna take off his sunglasses, and just ready to go in.
All right.
Keep an eye out for. Somebody who switches Mark's description. Also, anybody I've seen at the house that means fine.
So. Are you saying that we're already inside of the venue, or we
are trying to get there? Okay.
Yeah. You're currently sort of like a short distance away from it, and you just see like the warehouse and people sort of like trickling in and out and hanging out around it.
Okay. So then we'll keep a lookout for our guy. But yeah, then Evane's just gonna like take off and just like walk on over there where the crowd is gathering to go in.
Mm-hmm.
and just she belongs here. Let's go.
And you definitely catch some eyes as you're walking in. Just like you see several people just drawing their attention to Evane and her very extravagant looking outfit. And you sort of, it just is here, like off in the distance, you just hear like some like slightly tipsy girl just yell out, "Bitch, you look good."
Can't believe. Okay, Zane's gonna turn immediately and like without missing a beat, be like, "Not as good as you, bitch," and it's just gonna back forward. This is very strange for all of us.
Yes.
Sort of
Confused
like
for a second and follow.
so as you walk further in, you see sort of just a bunch of people socializing with red solo cups. It seems like there's
It's always red solo cups.
always red solo cups. You see that there's you know, like several tables is set up with like punch and glow sticks and stuff like that. And then sort of like off in the distance, deeper into the warehouse, sort of like down a hallway and around a corner, you sort of hear the muffled sounds of music and bass going on. Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I go where the music goes, so Ephraim just takes off.
I'm gonna go get a glow stick. Wrap it around my wrist or something. You know?
Excellent.
Evane will go to the bar.
All right. You walk up to the makeshift impromptu bar.
She's
And-
not getting a drink. She's kind of just like resting against it and like just checking out the scene, crowd, music, whoever's playing. But she is scanning for Marcus.
All right. Make me a wits awareness check.
Okay.
We'll also be scanning for Marcos right now.
All right. You can
Plan as
also.
well.
All right, all of you, whoever wants to look for
You knew this
Marcus.
was coming.
Right.
I did know this was coming.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Where is he?
2 successes.
Oh. What do I need to roll for this?
Awareness and wits.
Okay.
2 successes.
Awareness and wits. Let me find that. There's awareness. Okay, and wits. And roll. Not sure what happened there. One's a blood dice.
You got 2 successes.
I did? Okay.
Yeah. You just
Cool.
what you want to do is keep that chat messages window open, and that'll tell you what your result is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. There.
Is-
All right. Good. Okay.
Is
We all
the
got
threshold
successes.
6 or 7?
Hmm?
Is the threshold 6 or 7?
6 or higher is a success.
Okay. So I don't think I had a success then. Did I?
2
You had 2,
successes.
Jen.
I had
You're good.
2.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
So everyone got 2 successes.
Yeah.
We all saw the same thing.
Yeah. You have just all of you. You have just all of you sort of like catch a brief glimpse of a man who matches the description of Marcus, sort of around the corner towards it where the music is going, and then as you all clock him, you all look at each other and just make eye contact, registering that yes, all of you saw him.
Mm.
And so
He's just gonna nod his head like, "Follow me."
What is Marcus doing?
It looked like he was smoking a cigarette and sort of like rounding the corner to where the music was going. And since Ephraim, you were already sort of heading in that direction, as you look around the corner, it looks like the hallway leads it to sort of like a like it goes on a little bit and then leads to a stairwell that it appears to have what is more or less a bouncer standing in front of it, and the bouncer sort of like moves aside and lets him through.
Okay. All right, he's gonna wait for
Oh,
the
boy.
rotary.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
So we have to talk to a bouncer then.
Turning on awe.
Oh gosh. Do I have that?
I would be shocked if you had awe.
Yeah, I don't think I do. Yeah.
Is this
Kind of step
for us
behind the
to
vein.
would this be essentially whom she is hoping that whatever her sire was going to do, he did? His bouncer, or
yes.
was that something else?
This is in one way or another, you're hoping that this would be the sort of threshold that your sire is helping you pass.
Okay. I'm nervous. I've forgotten what some of my abilities do.
All
Looking
good.
it up.
Double
If anyone
check
else
as
was-
you need to.
It happens. Yeah.
Should I roll my awe?
Since I would say no. Currently, you do not have to roll your awe. You just activate it, and immediately you become more interesting and stunning to people around you.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna let me in.
And he just walks up. Like he's just gonna like walk past the bouncer. Like just.
Okay. So you start to sort of just like walking past the bouncer, and he's sort of like giving off a rather confrontational attitude as you're approaching, but as you get closer, he sort of like seems to like soften up a little bit as at your approach, but he still sort of like goes to stop your passing and say, hey, sorry, man. Who do you know here?
Who do I know? Everybody knows me.
I don't.
Come on, bro.
And who are you? Sorry.
He's a DJ Blackout.
Oh, are you performing?
Yeah.
Oh, and you see sort of like a look of recognition in his face. You are not entirely sure what the recognition is about, but it's like he heard something he was supposed to be hearing, and he says, "Oh, yeah, sure. Are they with you?"
Yeah, they're with me. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good time and put on a good show, I guess.
Thanks, bro. Just walk in.
Just gonna walk right behind, not say anything. Yep.
Yeah, and he as you all pass, he sort of like turns to Yvain and just say, "I like your hair," and then just leaves it at that.
All right.
All right.
She thanks him, or I guess she winks. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be better.
Yeah. And so as you all walk down the stairs, the music becomes increasingly louder. Yeah, and you sort of like go down where there's like many corridors that sort of like lead into a bunch of different rooms, and you hear music and bass just blasting. The entire area is covered in like black lights, and you see often in the distance that like one of the bigger rooms that seems to have strobe lights going.
Oh, that's gonna hurt some people.
Does she say that?
Yeah.
You gotta try and look at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oh my God. All right, come on.
Realize they're kids, you know?
He's gonna turn and look at her like, Really? Okay. All right. He's scanning now for Marcus.
All right, make me another wits awareness check.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
assume you're all scanning for Marcus.
Are we all doing the same what's awareness check? Is that it?
If you so choose.
2 again.
I got 5 successes.
Okay.
He's over there.
He's over there.
He's slightly slouching. So.
Yeah.
Not sure what I did there.
You got 1.
Got 1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Delilah and Ephraim, it's a bit too chaotic down here compared to upstairs to really clock where Marcus could be. Whisper, you just barely managed to see him sort of enter the room where all the strobe lights are happening.
He's well. I just motion for them to come this way because I think.
Okay.
I assume this
Sure.
is kind of like
Right
screaming level if you want to have a conversation.
Well, we can send each other messages.
Oh,
on
yeah.
pagers.
Pagers.
Yeah, we can communicate through the pagers. So
Yeah, do that.
it's 1999, so we can do it.
Yeah. All
Because we're
right.
never going to be able to hear each other. So
No,
we're
there's no way. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna
No.
text
Especially,
us.
especially once you like get into the room with the strobe lights, that appears
Mhm.
to be where all of the music and bass is originating from.
Oh.
So, especially once you get down that way, going to be increasingly difficult to hear each other unless you're shouting in each other's ears.
Right. Yeah. Pagers.
There's a page. What is our plan when we actually manage to find him?
That's what he's gonna send out.
Oh.
I wanna see if we have a way to surround him. Not directly, but
Mhm.
but he hasn't met Yvain yet. So I want to see if she's able to go up and charm him.
This is horrible for me, Tiara, the player.
Oh.
Okay.
And he just sends back, "You got this, girl."
So we've clocked Marcus. Is anyone else kind of around him talking to him right now?
It seems that he is more or less just working his way through the crowd to sort of like a back wall area.
Does he have a drink in his hand?
He doesn't have a drink in his hand, but he did have a cigarette in his hand.
Can I just swipe a glass of water? Can I just swipe someone's glass when they're not paying attention, actually?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you might be hard-pressed to find some water in this place, but you can certainly get a glass of something.
Whatever. Just some alcoholic beverage when someone's not paying attention. Can I just quietly just grab it off the counter?
Yeah, that's easy enough. It's chaotic enough in here where people aren't really going to notice if a drink just goes missing here or there.
Okay. She's going to then weave her way through the crowd to come the opposite direction that he is heading in, essentially. So she's trying to kind of get around him and then go towards him, and she is going to essentially let herself get bumped into him and spill her drink on him, and then go, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!" Immediately activate awe.
Okay.
Yeah, I suggest the rest of us kind of just do a pincer movement around the side of him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And she's gonna gonna start she's gonna take her sleeve, the sleeve that
Oh,
she's
like those-
got onto this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Armband
kind of
kinda
like
thing.
she's gonna just kind of like dab.
All right. Make me a make me a manipulation plus subterfuge roll plus your awe.
Okay.
Or plus, I guess, plus
I
your
think it's-
presence rating, I should say.
So you said manipulation,
Subterfuge, presence.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. That's plus. So manipulation, subterfuge plus presence, right?
Yep.
And then also, I have a specialty in acting.
All right, so then add in additional.
Or I'm sorry,
to
in.
that.
Oh wait. I lied. I'm sorry. That's the wrong thing. It's in performance. It doesn't work. Just kidding. That's fine. Okay. So, but it's still 9. So
You was gonna say you could argue performance versus subterfuge.
You could, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I'd allow it.
Storyteller.
I'd allow it.
Okay, now I have to redo this. Okay.
So then she gets a specialty. So.
What is this? Okay, hold on. Wait. So manipulation, performance, plus. And then what does the specialty add?
It gives you an additional die to roll.
Okay, so that's 11.
Oh my
great.
God.
Wow.
She's a monster. You would never know it talking to her because she's such a girl failure, but she's literally a monster. Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
So I got 2 10s, 3 9s, and 2 8s, and 1 6.
Wow.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
job.
Okay. Well, okay.
About 10 successes.
Okay. Can you say that again, please?
I got 2 10s, not on the hunger die. I got 3 9s, one of them on the hunger die. I got 2 8s, and I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, that's 10. That's 10 successes.
Oh my gosh.
Because you rolled 2 10s, they double, so 2 10s count as 4 successes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's 10 successes. I'm gonna roll for him now, even though I highly doubt he is going to be able to get
him
anywhere
around
near that
her little
high.
finger.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no. You sort of you sort of like bump into him and spill your drink over him, and at first he is about to act in what seems to be not like outright angry, but sort of like irritated fashion, like, hey, watch where you're going kind of deal. But then he's just like looks up at you and he's just starstruck. It's no big deal. It'll come out easily enough.
Okay. So she's just gonna. Sorry, I'm having a problem with my camera darkening for some reason. But she is going to just do like a little lose hair out of her face, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just so sorry, though. I didn't mean to spill my drink all over you, and this is such a nice outfit." And she's still just like dabbing at his clothes.
No, it's okay. Like, I promise, it's really not a big deal.
Can I like, I don't know, buy you a drink or something as an apology?
I mean, I appreciate the offer, but this isn't really the kind of place where you go and buy a drink. Kind of just self-serve around here, as far as I'm aware.
Could make you a drink.
Yeah?
Oh my God.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go into the shadows a bit and just kind of watch what's going on, so that if he does something weird, I'm gonna grab him or something, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a Dex stealth check.
Oh boy. Okay, where's Dex in here?
You're gonna do stealth and then Dex.
Okay, let me find it on here. I wish these were alphabetical. It would help my dyslexic brain so much.
They are. You just got to know what column to look in.
Yeah, that's the problem. So, dexterity, right?
So you want to do stealth first.
Oh. Okay.
Stealth is going to be around the left hand side.
I clicked stealth, and now
and then choose dexterity. Yep.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Not bad.
4 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just kind of in the darkness, you know?
Yeah. All right. You become the ultimate wallflower.
Yes.
Ephraim would like to kind of slide around from the opposite direction that Evane came from.
All right.
And since he seems to be intrigued in talking to her, he wants to kind of glide up and probably get about 6 or 7 feet away. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Whisper's also doing the same, just kind of melding with the crowd.
All right, so you sort of like get. Yes.
That's a quick question. So did we talk about? I mean, I'm just assuming. But did we talk about were we trying to just get them and grab them and go? Like, what do we want essentially?
I think we want to have a chat with him.
Mm-hmm.
What I would love to do is, because I have that vial with me, and Ephraim kind of keeps some of his fingernails kind of sharp. He'd like to see if he can, when he can get near him, he has a plan to maybe see if he can just nick his neck a little bit or something like that with his fingernail, and maybe get a drop or two of blood. But I
that'll
think
be interesting to see how that goes.
He's Malkavian. So but I think the idea was maybe to talk to him. I don't know if we were planning on full kidnapping him or something.
No.
Just straight up abducting him.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's not necessary. At this
But
level.
he's kind of waiting to see how Evane does first, though. So.
Oh God. Is he he's entranced? Okay.
I wouldn't say entranced, but he's very enamored with you right now.
I have a ridiculous idea.
All right, I'm game.
But
I'm
also,
here.
I'm my brain got more focused on the get the blood versus the get this person.
Oh.
We don't have to do that right now. I want to first, keep him in sight. So.
Essentially, my thoughts are that Evane is gonna go make him a drink and kind of go ha ha he he, laugh at anything he says, blah blah blah. I'm so into you. And then I was thinking that she was gonna be like, we should go over here. Yes, come on, I'm so into you. And then not knock him out. I just was assuming that at that point the rest of the coterie would jump him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I would like to surround him. And see if we can get him.
So if you are moving Marcus away, I'm gonna follow a little bit behind. And
you guys sort of start walking out into one of the other rooms because where the massive rave is happening. A little difficult to serve drinks in there, so they have that for a different room.
Is there a chill out room or some of that?
Yes, there is. Yeah, there are a couple chill out rooms.
Because if Anne can kind of lure him somewhere,
yeah,
we can kind of follow.
Yeah. She goes and is this PG-13? Okay.
Oh no, this channel's R. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay, she's gonna go make out with this dude. Essentially, if he's into it.
All right. You got
and depending on how into it he is, she might get a little rough with him because I was like, oh, she could just like scratch up his back if she's making out with him.
Oh,
Get some of
yeah.
his
You rolled.
blood.
Yeah, you rolled 10 successes. He is super into you right now.
She's got blood. She's got some blood, maybe a little bit of, unfortunately, some skin under her nails.
She.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if she proposes, like, hey, let's go make out in a back room, he is not gonna say no to you right now.
Things we do for our jobs.
And then Ephraim's going to keep his distance until she looks like she's acquired the sample.
At some point, she's gonna. Yeah, at some point after she's like scratched his back up.
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah, just like scratch the hell out of him. He's just like, damn, you can get rough.
Yeah, at some point she's gonna kind of like over the top of his head or something. Yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, if Ephraim wants to come up from his other side, so he doesn't see him approach. And what he'd like to do is he's gonna take out the vial he has.
Make me a dex stealth check before you do anything else.
I agree.
I do think he's distracted.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. But they're in a much quieter room now, where he's expecting it to be just him and the beautiful woman before him.
Two successes.
2 successes. All right.
Distracted, right? I don't know.
The floor makes a weird, loud creaking sound as you're sort of like trying to sneak up behind him, and he sort of like he doesn't like whip his head in your direction because it's a party. Kind of expect to get probably gonna get walked in on in a situation like this, and he sort of just like turns around and is like, man, we're in the middle of.
Oh hey man.
Oh hey.
Hey, look who it is.
Look,
this
I'm all
occupied.
Yeah.
She's gonna pretend like she doesn't know.
Yeah, look, man. I'm down to chat, but we're kind of in the middle of something right now.
Can I roll a? What I want to do is basically try to take his attention away from her, and then once I have his attention, he wants to basically just like palm. He basically just wants to like palm the vial to Yvain. So like while he's like talking to him, like slide her the vial so
smart.
she can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Could I use like manipulation and performance or manipulation?
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how annoyed would Ephraim be if Yvain was just like, I don't find another. I don't know if that would help give him help with this role. Because it makes it easier for him to get close to this dude.
Yeah. And can we combine our super Wonder Twin persuasion powers?
Yeah, just turn this into a threesome situation.
Oh my!
In a way, yes. We're all getting something we want.
Okay. Sure. Yvain. I'll say. Yvain, since you're the one proposing the idea, I'll say you make the roll, and I'll give you additional dice equal to Ephraim's presence.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
It's only 1 dot.
So am I making the same roll as before?
In this case,
what is that?
In this case, I'll say manipulation, persuasion. Plus 1 die.
Oh, then it's just 11d10 again.
It's still just 11 dice.
I don't think it's as good as last time, but it's still pretty good. Okay, 6, 9, 6, 8, 10, 8, 8. So 7 successes. That's
7
almost as good as
successes.
last time.
That was really good. Okay, I'm gonna roll for him now. Ooh, he did do pretty well. Close but no cigar. Yvain still wins out, and she sort of like proposes this idea of Ephraim maybe hanging around a little bit. He'll sort of like Marcus will sort of like turn his attention back to Ephraim and say, "You interested in that? I know you were kind of giving me some vibes the other night."
Yeah, I'm down. He'll lean in and kiss him.
Okay, he will kiss back.
And
Delilah's in the darkness, trying not to laugh her ass off at this point.
and he wants to try to slide or palm the vial to Yvain.
Okay. I will say this will be another dex stealth check.
Sure.
I will.
Your hands are everywhere. Is it?
Yeah,
Really
I'm gonna say I'll give you like 2 bonus dice for the hell of it, because there's a lot of moving parts going on right now.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
All right, cool.
We're just gonna try to.
Still 2 successes.
Still 2 successes. Okay.
But he's really distracted. I have awe as well.
Okay, I will say. I kind of want to get weird with it.
Whatever.
I could serpent's gaze him, and then he can't look away at all.
You could do that. Certainly be giving something away from it, though. That's for sure.
And Ephraim's a great kisser, so.
It's true. But I'll say make me a just straight up willpower roll to see how calmly you can take the vial from him while all of this is going on.
Oh boy. Are you gonna do this to me? Really
I am. Unfortunately, yes, I am.
And no, okay. It's my willpower.
This is some Ocean's 11 shit.
So do I roll of what is left of my willpower?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'll say your composure plus your resolve. So your total willpower as opposed to what you have left.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because part of me wants this.
Well, boss.
Yeah.
I got a 10 on my hunger die. And then I got a 6, a 6, and a 7.
Okay, but you did not get another 10, so
I did
nothing.
not get another 10.
So a messy critical does not happen. So you are. So you sort of like in the like slew of movements and hand motions going on. You sort of like see Ephraim just really quickly flick the vial in your direction, and you very calmly grasp it really quickly, and Marcus appears none the wiser.
Okay, good. And he's actually going to just try to grab Marcus and just kind of turn him against the wall.
Oh.
He's not very strong, but
beaten up.
All right. Okay. Out of it. Okay. I'm, for funsies, because why not? Let's have some fun with this. Make me a contested strength brawl roll.
Oh, jeez. Right.
Oh, that's more me.
I more than you can chew.
I'm gonna surge.
You're gonna surge? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, roll me a rouse check.
Okay. Success. Okay.
All right. So you don't get any hungrier, and you get to add 2 dice to your roll.
Okay. Ooh, I will be honest. 2 successes, but possible bestial failure.
All right.
Okay.
All right. 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 You sort of like try to sort of just like you sort of like pin him against the wall, but you've never really done that to like a guy his size before.
Exactly.
So
He's used to small girls. So.
Yeah. So it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
And he's like, "That's cute, but this is how you do it." And then he grabs your wrists and he turns you around and pins you against the wall instead.
Okay. As long as he's distracted, so that Yvain can put, get the blood from the into the vial and
Yvain like gets all like she just like scrapes the blood into the vial. It's probably a little bit of this man's skin too.
That works.
It's fine. But then like she
definitely
like
just bits
it, and
of
then
his,
she stops and
yeah,
looks
definitely just
as she
bits of his
claps.
flesh in there also. All right, but you have his blood and bits of his skin in this vial now.
Awesome.
She's just like, "Oh, this is good. Keep going."
And Marcus is like, "Oh, you like to watch, do you?"
She's going to essentially sit down. She's going to sit down pretty and say,
do we need to fade to black?
I guess it depends on if you commit to this or if you try and bow out.
Commit to someone knock him out.
Well, this is where I'm thinking it'd be a good chance for the others to come in.
Yes. While all this is happening, Delilah, you're just watching like a creepy voyeur in the darkness.
Yeah, we were both kind of.
Darkness.
I was gonna say everybody's watching. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both kind of just. When you're
like,
kind of watching, but you can't look away. But so just looking everywhere else, bat at them.
Oh my god.
Just an awkward shuffle back and forth. Is anyone going to acknowledge our presence? We're not even hiding anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So Ephraim says something about trying to knock him out.
No.
Who did?
No. Well, does anyone? You give us a look that kind of makes.
Well, we want to have a chat.
Well, Yvain is not
okay.
busy right now.
Yeah.
So it's like she essentially is pulling an Yzma, like, hit him on the head. Like a little quiet fist in hand motion.
So is Yvain sitting there going?
Well, and see, it depends. I mean, do you guys want to come in and talk to him, or are you waiting for us to come out to a more open area?
Oh, I should also note that he has been wearing, like, even though like his shirt and all that is off, so like his back is exposed, so the whole scratching thing could happen. He has been wearing gloves throughout this whole process.
Okay.
No, that's suspicious.
Yeah. He's gonna. Ephraim's gonna say, "What's with the gloves, anyway?"
Oh, just some.
It's a kink thing.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, no need to ruin the mood right now. And he just keeps kissing you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought that would help. But it
Should interrupt them. Or...
Now, I think Ephraim's going to pull back a little bit and be like, let's just slow this down just a little bit.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, we did kind of pressure you into it. Sorry about that.
I don't do anything I don't want to.
I respect,
and then that's when he's hoping the rest approach.
Yeah.
Okay, when I see them kind of.
Yeah. That's kind of his. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The prearranged signal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll walk up a little closer out of the shadows. just kind of stand there for a minute.
Just loom.
I've got a mask on, like a ceramic mask with like the eyebrows and the little red lips. So I'm just kind of there, and that's right thing, you know.
Yeah. Are you making your presence known?
No, not completely. I'm just kind of there.
Okay.
There's probably more people in this room than we know, but
you're just getting closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a few like odds. There's like a few people here and there in this room. It's a decently sized room, but you know, there's definitely some other people being like, oh, some people are getting freaky in the corner, dude.
So Ephraim's gonna say, so the other night you were telling me you sling some stuff. But you didn't really get a chance to tell me exactly what.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for.
Maybe stuff of the thin variety.
The thin variety.
He's just gonna like arch an eyebrow, like, let's cut the shit.
Your skin feels a little cold to be, to have that be of any use to you.
Maybe I'm curious as to what it is.
Well,
and when I was holding him, is he cold as well?
Huh? No, he feels warm.
Okay.
He feels very warm.
Okay. Would I have been able to? No, I didn't ask. I should have asked that earlier, to see if I could have felt his heart beating. Floundering here. I don't know if she stepped away or.
She's muted at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I started coughing.
Oh, no.
No problem.
All good. That was me.
Can you repeat that question though?
He was so Ephraim was asking him, you know, if he sold anything of the thin variety, and when she was when she was touching him, I guess I'm asking for a retroactive roll. Basically to see, like, could we tell if he had a heartbeat or?
I'll allow it. I guess make a like a wits medicine roll.
Okay. I mean, I should have asked it earlier. That's why I wanted to.
It's okay. I'll allow it.
Okay. I'll make one. I don't know if you have anything in medicine. I only have 2 dots. So.
I only got two.
I don't have any in medicine at all.
Let's see.
But I got a 9 and a 6. Let's go.
All right.
All right. I'll go with what she rolled. So,
All right. Evane, yes. At one point when the two of you were pressed up against each other, you did detect a pulse coming from him.
Okay.
It was a faint pulse, but it was still a pulse.
Okay, so he's either a ghoul.
She kind of gives a small nod behind this man.
Okay. All right. So he's going to kind of go back to what he says. So maybe I'm curious about what that stuff does.
I guess I'll repeat the question. What are you looking for?
Storyteller, did you think you mentioned what some of the stuff was named? I can't remember.
Yeah, the one, yes, I did list off a few different things, but the one that would be that you would be okay to ask in this situation that would not immediately tip him off to him doing some sus shit is something called Elevate, which is more commonly referred to as just L.
Okay.
It's a very popular thin blood drug that enhances one's dexterity.
Okay. And is this something that they're giving to mortals, or it's just thin bloods are using? That we were told.
You don't really know.
Okay. All right. He's like, maybe, I think I'm interested in some L.
You're interested in L.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
I mean, nothing, I guess. But I'm just curious why.
Manipulation and persuasion. I'd like to just try to shut him up from asking too many questions.
I would like to manipulate him.
Yes, basically. Is that okay if I roll that?
Sure.
Okay. Just like to ask first, so because he still has all on. Only one success.
All right. Let me roll for him.
He's a lousy drug dealer. He keeps trying to try to get me not to talk about it or buy anything.
Yeah. No, he's not budging on you, trying to shut him up this time.
Yeah.
I guess what makes you so curious? I mean, don't get me wrong. I can appreciate a curious, adventurous guy, but
I've heard about it. I heard people have had some fun with it.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Well, I don't have any on me this exact second, but I do have some around here.
That's cool. I don't need it right now. I'm just curious. But you seem to be the man who could hook me up.
Well, I can definitely do that.
Okay.
Can I get like a read on this conversation? I think what I'm looking for is just like, do I feel that Marcus is getting a little suspicious of this conversation?
Yeah.
Or does it seem like he's fine?
Yeah. Roll me a wits insight check.
Yeah, this is where Ephraim's arrogance sometimes goes too far. So that's why I want to temper it with someone else.
Oh, I see.
Say, roll you a wits what?
Wits insight.
Okay. I got 3 successes.
3 successes. You sort of get the impression that he's not necessarily suspicious per se, but a bit curious, because the way he's talking, it kind of seems like he feels like what Ephraim is asking for just wouldn't work for him.
Mm.
You're not sure if it's like a generalization or a Ephraim specific thing, but those are kind of the vibes that you're picking up on.
Okay, so I think that darn, that would have been something to bring up before we came into this club. I'm just thinking that blush of life might have been a good one to spend a hunger on or whatever.
Probably, but I will say it's a little too far.
Oh, it's definitely too late. Yeah,
a bit too late for that retroactively.
But I think that Yvain's just going to get up from her perch, essentially, sidle up behind Marcus, and she's gonna like reach around him and just kind of rest her hands on his like lower stomach and say, "What are we talking about?"
Delilah's going back into the shadows now.
What?
Delilah's going back into the shadows now.
Just trying to get him to talk a little bit more about the theme.
Why she's moving out of the way, I guess.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I cut out for half a second there.
Oh, okay.
She essentially does all that and then goes, so what exactly are you two talking about? This sounds interesting. I like a good time.
That was atrocious timing. I'm vanished again.
Did you cut out? No, never mind. I don't want to do it anymore.
All right. Okay.
No. She just reaches around him, puts her hands lower, like his, lower belly, and just kind of leans in. It's like, so what are you two talking about? Sounds interesting. I'm always down for a good time.
Yeah, you two.
Yeah, she's gonna nod.
And he sort of like looks at he sort of like turns to look up at you, Evane, and then he looks back to Ephraim, and now you're getting a bit more suspicious vibes coming from him.
Damn. I tried to help and I ruined it. I'm sorry.
Did you two set this up?
I don't know her.
Oh, is he like blatantly asking? She's gonna lie.
Yeah. He
100% she's lying.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's literally gonna be like, "What are you talking about? Set what up?"
Just gaslight him.
Yeah,
Yes!
totally.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, or whatever little ditty it is. She's gonna straight up lie immediately. And if he catches her at that lie, she'll lie again to get out of it.
All right. Make me a manipulation.
You got it. All right, so manipulation, subterfuge, and then I believe, yep, I sure do. I have a specialty in subterfuge when it comes to protecting myself from suspicion that would possibly put me in harm's way.
Oh, is this your ingenue thing? Okay, yeah, but I thought so.
No, this is just my specialization I have in subterfuge.
Oh, is it just
Thank you
like
for reminding me of the ingenue thing?
I didn't remember exactly how the ingenue thing worked exactly. I thought that was for like deflecting blame. So
It is for deflecting blame.
Most relevant.
So that will be one. That will be. You said specialties at how many again? One. Right?
One per specialty.
Okay, so that's gonna just be two there, and then so that will be 9d2. I pick one thing and I do it well. Can't fight for shit, but I can. Exactly. Ooh, okay, nice. All right, so I have 1 6, I have 3 7s, and I have 1 9. And then I have a 1 on a hunger die, though.
Okay, you have what on a hunger die?
Yeah. Let's do.
You
Also
should still
like the 2 thing.
You should still be fine.
Okay.
On that front, for now. And yeah, and as you sort of be like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. He sort of.
Does all count for this as well?
I will say it does not count for this.
Okay.
He sort of like looks at you and then sort of just shrugs and says, "Sorry." Just genuine curiosity, I guess. Then.
Ephraim will move in a little bit. We can all still have a good time.
He sort of
Right?
he sort of smirks. Do you want to have a good time?
He really just wants to get the stuff and get the hell out of here.
I thought he was going to be knocked out by this point.
Yeah.
I thought Delilah was just gonna come up and punch him in the back of the head.
I don't know. But somebody's holding the vial with the blood.
Well,
in it.
Yvain's got it, so
Okay,
we're good on that front.
Okay.
What do Whisper and Delilah do besides?
Besides lurk.
Besides lurk. I mean, we're good at lurking as an Nosferatu, really, but
yeah, Nosferatu and Master Thief, good at lurking.
Yeah.
We've actually been sitting right next to you, just never noticed.
That's funny. So we're trying to end this scenario. Is that the idea?
I mean, Ephraim's ready to commit, but he doesn't feel he needs to. He'd either rather are we going to talk to this guy, or are we going to let him skate? I guess.
Pull the fire alarm, something, please.
Is there one?
I think it's a kind of catch their eye occasionally when Marcus is not looking, and just wait for some sort of sign that I should step
Yes,
in.
I'm just being like, all right, we got what we want. Let's get out of here, please.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, the player-wise, I'm ready to bail. But
I'll kind of pretend like I just walked in and go back to the door and pretend like I just walked in, and then from the door, hey.
Can she just like give Marcus her phone number?
Okay. You
not her pager number.
Okay.
Yeah, like her straight up cell phone number.
Okay.
Sure. We can say that she just pulls that out, and sort of like slides it over to him as Whisper fake enters the room and just says, "Hey, Ephraim."
Yeah, and he will turn. And
then the three of you all just turn to face Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting a little crowded now.
I walk in and say, "Oh man, I haven't seen you in a long time." Basically, I'm just trying to basically be the annoying interrupting guy who's not picking up that he's interrupting something.
And Marcus is like, well, this is kind of ruining the mood, and he stands up and.
Oh, sorry, man. Okay, we haven't met. I'm Whisper. How are you?
This is fantastic.
Maybe. No offense, man, but maybe read the room, and he'll sort of like put his jacket back on, and he'll give both Ephraim and Yvain sort of like a wink, and he sort of just like holds up the slip of paper that Yvain gave him and say, "Be in touch, I guess," and he will start to walk away.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Ephraim doesn't say anything to him, so he immediately goes back to cold.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of weird, but we got the whatever's in that file. I don't even want to know.
Probably not that. Delilah, could you maybe tell him?
Oh, sure, I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wandering out, staying out of the street lights and stuff. See where he goes.
Because now he's seen me, so if I follow him, it's a bit.
Yeah, he hasn't really seen me. I've been like around behind him and stuff.
Yeah. All right,
make him stand out. If you notice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make me a separate Dex stealth check, Delilah, please.
Okay, so let's see, where is that? So dexterity and then stealth, is that the right order?
Well, on Foundry, stealth, then dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, stealth and dexterity. Not sure.
2 successes. Yep.
All right. So how far do you plan on tailing him?
Depends. If he's getting in a car, I got no chance. If he's walking somewhere, I can probably, it's dark out. I can probably kind of hide around things a bit and just see kind of the direction he's going. Maybe.
Oh, all right. You sort of like it's.
Uh-oh.
Cut out.
Mm-hmm. I think it might. Probably.
Yeah. I saw Jen holding a squinty look in their eye, and I was like, "Oh, I'm freezing! I'm freezing."
Yeah.
But you follow them out of the warehouse, and sort of down throughout the complex a little bit until you get to the gate, and he just keeps on walking out through the gate out onto like the street proper.
Okay. Are there street lights on or no?
There's like street lights here and there.
They're broken. It's the world of darkness.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a La Sombra went around and broke all of
There
them.
you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like follow, but like not in a way that's gonna attract anything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're walking, you see him stop at one point.
I'm gonna hide behind the nearest foliage or tree or whatever.
Okay.
Like in
Behind a statue or something. I don't know.
And he'll sort of just stand there for a minute and pull out a cigarette and light it up.
Okay.
And he'll say, "I know you're there."
I was just going home.
And he sort of like looks in the direction of your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you hiding behind a bush then?
I'm shy. And I think I'm lost.
Very convincing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to tell me why you're following me?
Rather be out here than in the club with all the noisy kids. You seem to be making friends.
Well, I'm a social butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to come out from the bush and talk?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? You're the one following me.
Yeah, I know. I was just seeing where you went. You seem interesting.
And sort of like reaches into his jacket pocket, and you see him pull out to be what looks like a flashlight.
Okay.
And he sort of just like rubs his finger over the lens.
Okay.
And just says, "No offense, but I really don't like being followed." And he shines the flashlight at you.
It's
and
so I'm probably okay.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you feel the flashlight like touch the exposed skin on your hands, it immediately starts burning.
I'm gonna punch him with my burning hand.
All right. And you take 1 point of aggravated damage.
Okay. I think the server's down right now, but I'll try to remember that. Yeah.
All right. So you go and punch him.
Yes.
So, okay. Make me a strength and brawl roll real quick.
I can't. The server's down. It's trying to start up.
Yeah, it's starting back up. If you're able to roll for.
All right, I can do that. Do you know your dice pool in that particularly offhand? I can open up your character sheet if I need to.
Do that. I don't remember.
All right, let me. All good, all good.
I was starting the server back up. So.
Let me find it real quick. Oh right, I forgot it's labeled empty sheet 2.
Oh, I changed it. I changed it on mine, so I put the right
Okay.
name in there like
Okay,
earlier.
well, on mine it's still labeled as that.
Give me whatever you
Okay,
want.
okay, let's see. So 6 dice. All right, you get 3 successes.
Okay.
Do you want to spend a willpower to make it more, or are you good with that?
Let me get into the server here.
It's coming. Hang on now.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
All right, let me set this up again. And what was I trying to do? I know I've punched him, but I don't remember what stuff is happening here. Let's see.
He burned you, and you're trying to punch him.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So 2 successes it says here, I guess, unless that was from 6 minutes ago.
That was earlier. You got 3 successes when you hit him.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get the character sheet up. All right. So 3 successes when I hit him. I'm probably just knocking him out and leaving him there.
All right. You punch. You go to punch him, and let me roll for him real quick. And he sort of just like barely moves out of the way. Like you just barely sort of like graze his cheek, and it says, "You can walk away before this gets ugly."
Whatever. And I'm gonna like try to extinguish my hand on his clothing and walk.
And your hands are very burnt right now.
Yeah. Couldn't have been just a cigarette though.
And you hear him, and as you're walking away, you sort of hear him just say, "Smart move." And he drops his cigarette, grinds it into the ground, and walks away. And
Fine.
I think that's where we'll stop.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think this guy's a fucking mage or something. I don't know.
Maybe. You know?
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, my
thank
friend.
you.
Yeah.
That was extremely entertaining.
That's good. Yeah.
I wanted to add in that he will get Ephraim will get the vial back from Yvain later, but he would once Dickhead has gone, he will actually lean over and give Yvain a big hug. Normally he is kind of a cold guy, but she really hooked him up. So
Yay! It's magic.
that's why I was waiting to engage him, because I was like, we've got somebody who's way better at this kind of stuff than I am.
Yeah.
That was a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Well, based off of like the last
I
interaction,
picked one thing to do really well, and I suck at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Ephraim did sort of just like see that. He saw that like slight spark in Yvain the last time they like went out to do stuff, and he's like, "Oh, there's something there. There's something there I can use."
Yeah. I knew there was something there, and that's how I was like, I'm gonna wait till I have backup. So, So,
Yep.
all right.
I'm glad she was helpful.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and thanks to everybody who was watching tonight. Appreciate you jumping in. If you haven't already, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, yada yada. You've heard this all before. We will be playing some Fallout tomorrow, and on Saturday, and then Aloysius, do you have anything you want to talk about?
I mean, well, Simbaroom is back. Our Light and Shadows, our game of Simbaroom on Wednesdays, is back for the next several weeks. It's I'm running it. If you want to see more of Tom and me, we're there.
Awesome. And Jen, your obligatory plug.
Right. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's mostly about the Diablo series of games and whatever else the company gets into. Most of the episodes come out on Saturdays, and I'm probably going to put one up in a little while.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to Advertise, plug? No? All right, then. We'll wrap up for tonight. We will see everybody again next Friday night. So good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night.